Hey, hi, welcome back. In this session, we are going to see how you can perform an unplanned failover. Okay. So, what are the use case of unplanned failover? So, when the production comms or host is inaccessible due to the network and hardware failure, or when the production comms or host is partially available, or when there is a failure during the planned failover. So, these are the situations where you will be doing the unplanned failover, and you should be knowing this warning. So like unplanned failover can cause the data loss, right? So it is not recommended you do it for testing purpose. Okay. So this is like in real disaster situation where your production computer is not accessible, then you have to take a decision. So there might be some data loss happening if you do an unplanned failover. Okay. So let's get started here. So let me go to the ComSer. Right now I'm on the ComSer. So console is accessible here, and this is the DR. So there are no services running. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to, you know, just for safe side, right? I'll see that if, I'll try to run the log shipping backup job. So let me go over here. Fellow backup job schedule, go and run. So we're just going to run an live sync job. So I'm just trying to be on the safe side because I don't want it to reproduce an like failure scenario, but so I'm just trying to run the payload log shipping job and replication job so that the DR will be in sync. But in real time scenario, so there might be the case like when your comms there goes down, and there might be some the DR might be out of sync with the production comms. So in that case, there is no option. So you have to accept data loss, and then you can do the unplanned failover. So let me just wait for this to complete. And in the meantime, let's read some, the prerequisite if there are any. So before you perform this step, right, if the production computer is available, what it's actually saying is that so shut down the services in the production and log on to the standby, and so you have to shut down the services associated with the SQL client, which is an instance 002. Okay, and you go down here. You have to do the unplanned failover from the standby comps. So let's see that. And if there is an actual failure during the unplanned failure, you know, so these are some steps which you can follow. And so we have to go through the document for understanding how the procedure is. But anyhow, we'll see the steps in our, you know, so we're going to see the steps shortly now. So this is completed, and let me quickly run the site replication job also. So I'm on the schedule and run the site replication job. You don't see the site replication job, how you do, you have to go to get ComSel console, sorry, the ComSer view schedule. It will show all the schedules here, and in the type, try to filter with the site replication. So this is a system created schedule, okay? I did not create it manually. So whenever you configure live sync, it is automatically created. So this way you have to run the job if, if there is no replication job started automatically. It's completed, now we are good. So what I'm trying to do, I will abruptly, power off this machine. Let's see what will happen. Yes, I want to power off the console. I'm trying to simulate one real disaster situation now on the DR node. So you have to go to the DR node. What I'm trying to do now, go to the instance 002. So the COM vault, there is a failover process manager. So I don't have an COMSER accessible. I have to do an unplanned failover. Okay. So failover 2. So you can see that over here, production, and I'm going to failover 2. So the COMSER DR. The failover type is production. This is an unplanned failover. Okay. So click on initiate failover. So unplanned failure is when your production computer is going down or not accessible. Okay, click on confirm. So we can see the details here. Okay, and I can see that it's verifying whether the comms, the production computer is reachable or not. Okay, so see that. So it identified that the production computer is not reachable. The SQL client of the production computer is not reachable. So it's said it is failed. So let's see what it's going to do. So let me pause the video and then I'll come back. Okay, it says a warning message asking the confirmation. Production node is currently down. Do you want to proceed anyway? The last sync was 13 minutes 32 seconds back. So I'm okay with that. Say yes. So I'll be losing any backups that are run in the last 13 minutes. So that is what it says. Okay. Say yes. So you can see that production failover done. Say okay. So these are all the steps that have been done. So initially it checked for the production ComSer node is acceptable, it is failed, and sending the request to the node which is in current year, and it has did some restoring the SQL recovery operations. It updated the firewalls and it verified the database binaries are matching, and it has disabled the read-only ComSer mode on the DR, and it has run the DB maintenance, resync, then update the active node in the database and delete the old licensing schedule, and then it has updated the remote cache, ran the MongoDB repair, which is used for command center, and it has started the services, and finally updated the licensing schedule with a new active node. So production failover done successful. So this is unplanned failover. Okay, you can see the services here. This is the instance 002. Similarly, if I go to that Commvault process manager, so this is the instance 001 and the services are running. So right now we are on the DR, okay? The services are running. So let me log in with the console. So whatever the jobs that were run in the last 13 minutes on the production console, you don't see that because the sync was last 13 minutes back. So you can see that the console has opened. And let's do one thing. So let's run one disaster recovery job. And just waiting for the job controller to show the job ID. Okay, so it's a job ID 4084. So we have to wait for the job to complete. The DR comms are on 50%. Let's wait for the job to complete. Let me show you the instance 002, and in the instance 002, if I go to the payload assistant, it says that last sync not available. According to close and reopen. So go to the payload assistant. Now you see that the status for the current passive node, it's not showing any green here, which means that it is not reachable. Okay. Okay. So the job is completed. We are good. Just remember the job ID 4084 is the job ID. So what I'm going to do. So let's suppose assume that I fix the issue with production console, and then I had power on that virtual machine. So I'm going to power on the virtual machine. So server is back. Let me start. Let me try to log in, and I'll show you whether the services are started or not on the old ComServe machine. I mean, the currently passive node, which is an old ComServe. So let me go there and start. It seems to be taking some time. Let's wait. So we can just cancel this message. Close the server manager. We don't need that. And go to the start now. Commvault. Open the process manager. Then Commvault. Payload process manager. So this is instance 001, and let's see the services here. And we go to that instance 002. Okay, so you can see that on the DR, we have the production counter. Production node is your DR, and if I go back again to the moment I started the operating system on the COMSER, and if I quickly, because this is currently passive node, right? Let me show you that. And there's my instance 001. So the moment the server is back, so it has communicated with your DR, and it found that COMSER DR is active now, and it got the services down here. So Commvault is intelligent enough to find that DR is acting as an active, so it got all the services down on the COMSER. You go to the failover assistant. Okay, it has corrected. Now you can see that production node is your COMSER 2. Sorry, I think still we have to. This is not at sync. So on the instance 001, the services are stopped. So what you have to do is that on the you know the COMSER DR node, right now the sync is not available. So what you have to do is that you have to wait for you know so the payload log shipping jobs to complete. You see that it's already running now. So once it completes, you have to ensure that the replication jobs are also run. So how you run the replication job after this? So go to that COMSER view schedule and look for site replication. Filter with the type as a site replication. So we have to wait for payload log shipping job to complete. So use the transaction log. So it is better you run there is one more thing in the data management. For failover, there is a full backup schedule. Try to run even that one first. It seems to be problem with my node. Little bit slow here. Okay, so now we got that schedule name selection. Click on full. Say OK. So it's going to run the failover log shipping job, but this time it is then the full backup, not the transaction log. So I think it haven't started it. So the replication job started automatically as per the schedule, but the full backup for failover log shipping is not started. Let me try to run it one more time. Okay, so you don't have to run. So it started now. You need to wait for this backup job to complete, and then we'll run one more replication job, site replication job. After that, we'll fail back to COMSER machine, the original COMSER. Okay, so see that failure log shipping job completed. So let me quickly run the replication job also, the site replication job. Select for the site replication job here. So you can run it manually. You cannot wait. If you're impatient and you cannot wait for the job to run automatically. So the replication job started. So I'm running this job just to ensure that whatever the backup jobs that are run post failover on the DR, so all those data will be synced back to your the passive node, which is the COMSER. Okay? That is the reason why we are running the replication now. So I go to the COMSER now. You see that so earlier it was showing incorrect. Now it has corrected. The production node is the DR and the passive node is your COMSER. So let's wait for the replication job to complete before we initiate and fail back. So see that replication job also completed. It will take some time to update the status in the failover. Okay, it has updated. You can see the last sync time. So now we are good to fail back. Okay, so I'm failing back to the COMSER and it is the production failover. So initiate a failover. Just confirm it. Click on OK. So let me pause the video and then come back. So that if I am on the DR now, if I go to the instance 001, so you can see the services has been stopped. So it is executing the recovery tool in the recovery mode. So I am on the production complex. It's taking some time. So it has already run the ready maintenance, already releasing, and now it is starting the services here. You go to the console and try to open the process manager. Okay, so we're almost there. Okay, so you can see that production failover done. So click OK and slow this, come back to your console, service started. Let's open the console. Let me log in. So console has opened and I just want to quickly verify. I will go to policy, storage policy. and I want to verify if I go inside the console here, you know, after a failure, I have run one backup job. I just want to see whether that backup job is available here after failback or not. The job ID is 4084. Yes, that is available. Okay. So you see that whatever the jobs that are run after failure to here, those jobs are available because I have resync it back to the production console. So if you want, you can also run one backup job and verify if everything is good. Just run it and see if everything is good. And you can also verify from the properties if all the activity is enabled. Yes, it is all the activities are enabled. So things like planning. So yeah, I'll stop the session for now. Thank you for watching.